Yo, yo, yo. Lucky Lefty Podcast. I'm your boy, Shaun Davis. SD2 Mics on Instagram and Twitter. We're brought to you by Onora Whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com. It is that premium American whiskey, OnoraWhiskey.com, man. And if you drink, make sure you do so responsibly. It's great to be here, man. It's Thursday. Weather's beautiful. Right around 78 here in Chicago. Lev's going to be here momentarily, man. I'm a little irritated, Notre Dame fans. I'm going to be honest with you. I hope you guys have your LL question of the day ready. Your top 5 TV moms. Top 5 TV moms of all time. Top 5 TV moms of all time. We'll get to it. But I'm irritated on multiple fronts. I myself have been on record. You're right, Adam. It's Wednesday. Man, I was a day. Man, I keep messing the days up. I don't know why I'm thinking it's a day ahead this week. That's wild. Happy hump day, everybody. Yo. Sam Hartman is the 5th or 6th best quarterback in the nation, in my opinion. It is debatable. If you have him in your top 5, if you want to have him 4, fine. I don't care. It's apples to apples. It's preference. It's no big deal. But my guy, Jordan Reed, who I know very well from my time at my former place of employment, I watched this young man come in, grind, build his resume, build his brand to now be one of the lead draft analysts over at that network. And he puts out an article where he talks about the rankings for the draft of the 24 class. And he has 4 guys that have first round potential in this article. 4 guys that have first round potential in this article. Now, he has 26 quarterbacks that have potential of being drafted. That's a lot of quarterbacks. But let me read to you a snippet. And I would love to wait until Left gets here so he can hear this. But I want to read to you a snippet of what he said about Sam Hartman. And I preface this by saying, look, I've been on record saying he is 5th or 6th of the returning quarterbacks. I've been on record saying that the brand of Notre Dame is bigger for him than he is for Notre Dame. That's my opinion, because I don't consider him an aircraft carrier type quarterback. He's not a Trevor Lawrence. He's not a Deshaun Watson. He's not a Tua. He's just not one of those guys that can carry a program, in my opinion. Nor should he have to carry this Notre Dame team with the talent they have. That's not why he came here. Sam Hartman is going to be a Heisman candidate. Not because of Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman is going to be a Heisman candidate because he's the starting quarterback for the University of Notre Dame. And if he is successful as the starting quarterback for the University of Notre Dame, he will be in the Heisman race. That's a known fact. I don't you put name, insert name. If blank is successful and wins at Notre Dame, he will be in the Heisman race. Period. Because it's Notre Dame. But with that being said, I just don't understand the disrespect, the level of disrespect that has been thrown at Sam Hartman. It started with the ESPN article saying he was a tier 4 quarterback. Stuart Mandel had an article on The Athletic with our guy Bruce Feldman. They considered him to be a tier 3 quarterback possibly, but they put him in the 4th tier. And I read my guy Jordan Reed's article. And I just shake my head. Because as much as I've tried to tell Notre Dame fans to hit pause on all of the, he's taking us to the championship. He's this, he's that. Like, relax. Just let him play. Let him play his role as part of his team. Is he an upgrade? Without question. Let's relax a little bit. Even in saying that, Jordan Reed, good guy. Man, look, if there's anyone that I will politic for over at that place when it comes to analysis for the NFL draft, is Jordan Reed. I've watched his grind. We came to the company around the same time. This dude is real. His words on Sam Hartman. Hartman is one of the most highly decorated players in ACC history. After a 5-year career at Wake Forest, he set a conference record with 110 touchdown passes, and his 12,967 career passing yards ranked second behind Phillip Rivers. But he is exiting the Demon Deacons' unconventional offense that included an elongated mesh with the running back, and he is out to prove that he can play in a more traditional drop-back scheme. Hartman's skill set aligns well with the Irish's rhythm-based offense that focuses on attacking the intermediate areas. What? See, look, once again, the disrespect of not only the quarterbacks, but the talented wide receiver. What do you mean the intermediate areas? Notre Dame has nothing but speed and size now at the wide receiver position. The freshmen have speed. Jaden Greathouse is an intermediate guy. Chris Tyree is explosive. It's almost like they're so used to Notre Dame throwing to the tight ends over the middle. So now you're punishing Sam Hartman because you feel like he fits Notre Dame's system of focusing on the intermediate pass. And then at the same time, you're saying that he fits that because he can't push the ball down the field, which is what he absolutely did at Wake Forest. So I'm trying to figure out what's being said here. Yes, some more conventional drop back offense, play action, ability to run the ball, but Tommy Rees is no longer the offensive coordinator. As a new sheriff in town, his name is Jared Parker. I believe Jared Parker wants to be a little bit more aggressive. I fully expect Jared Parker to throw the ball down the field a little bit more, spread the ball around a little bit more. But I do think the national media, what they're doing is they're hedging their bet when it comes to Sam Hartman. This is what they're doing. No one in the national media wants to jump out the window on Sam Hartman and say, okay, he's going to be the guy. He's going to be in the Heisman race. He's going to do this. He's going to lead Notre Dame to the college football playoff. No one wants to jump out the window. So now everybody's just sitting back saying, he's tier 3, he's tier 4. Yeah, he has all the records in the ACC, but that was in an unconventional offense. Yeah, with less talent than he's playing with this year in South Bend. Much less talent. Well, he fits their intermediate passing offense. What? What intermediate passing offense? It's a new coordinator. It's a new quarterback. No big-time tight end that we're used to. What are you saying? And I've come to the realization, as we bring Lefty in, I come to the realization that no one really knows what the hell Notre Dame is going to be this year. That's the thing.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Because we don't have a bona fide guy.
Oh, yes. That has been.
If you go into a classroom and you don't know who your star student is, do you have a good class? If you go in there, you'd be like, oh, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. Am I a good teacher? I don't have anybody failing.
Right.
I got a bunch of regular students, but am I a good teacher? Nobody's failing. No, 80's 80. But if I ain't got no stars, you go up to the chalkboard and you be like 2 + 2, and you look out and you got your star student raising their hand every time. Oh, Carlos, my man, with the answer every time. If you ain't got no Carlos in your class, are you a good teacher? Do they know 2 + 2? Because the 80 tells me I don't know. That's what the 80 tells me. And that's why nobody knows about us. Yeah, Sam Hartman was a 4-tier. We said it yesterday. 4? Leading a program to a championship? That'll make yes, we are excited and we need them. But we don't know. And that's the problem.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Michael Campbell. He says, I see Hartman as a team carrier because of the past history of Notre Dame offense in the passing game in the Brian Kelly and Tommy Reese era. Show me where I'm wrong. Heisman guy day one at Notre Dame. First of all, if he's a Heisman guy, it's not because of him. It's because of Notre Dame.
Well, you're not a Heisman guy if the team is making you better.
Dude, look. I'm not about to sit. We're not about to sit. Look, I love Notre Dame fans, but we're not about to sit here. Stop. He's not Trevor Lawrence. He's not Deshaun. He's not a first round pick. He's not Bryce Young. He's not C.J. Stroud. Stop. He's not. He doesn't have to be.
He's not Tim Tebow.
Love the one you're with, and come dance with the one you brought to the dance. That's Sam Hartman. Love on him this year.
Yeah, it's a good date.
But you don't have to exaggerate who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you haven't met your boy's been away, you're like, dude, where you been? Like, oh, I've been dating this shorty. Yo, why haven't we seen her? What she look like? She thick? Was she dark skinned? She light skinned? Wait, what she look like? Oh, well, it's like, dude, come on, man. Yo, what's up?
It's like you live in Iowa and you go to a school prom, right? But you take a girl from a different high school.
Yeah.
So in Iowa, everybody's like, "Oh, okay, you got something new, okay? Oh, yeah." It's like, well, she nice? She a nice little 8 or 7, something nice.
Yeah.
But that's an 8 or 7 in Iowa. You go to Miami and go to prom in Miami with that 8 or 7, it's like a 4 or 5.
Right.
We got Sam Hartman. That's an 8 or 7 for us. That's good. That's good because we ain't seen that in the area. But we take that 8 or 7 and go put it up with the other the 9s and 10s in other places. We know what we got. We should be happy with that.
Yes.
But at the same time, we know where we got to go and what the difference is. And let's not be disillusioned by the difference, the levels to it. We had a sack leader, 25 sacks, greatest all time. And then Ohio State had a Chase Young, who was the greatest player in college football at that time. There's a difference. They're both great players, good DNs, but it's levels to it. We just got to kick up our level just a little bit. It's just like we on the third floor. We just got to get to the attic. That's all. We just got to get to the attic. But let's not act like we're on the attic. See, that's the thing. We can't act like we're on the attic now.
And it's just, man, look, this took me over the top, bro, because I felt like even in the analysis, it's like, dude, no one can find anything good to say about Sam Hartman other than what he's done. No one can say what he's about to add to the Notre Dame offense. No one. The Notre Dame offense with him is still going to be a run the ball, intermediate pass game offense, huh? It's still Notre Dame. It's still Notre Dame.
Just a little bit more pass.
Yo. But that's to the point where the disrespect. I'm like, look, all right, we're going too far.
That's not Sam's fault.
No, it's not Sam's fault.
It's not Sam's fault.
It's not Sam's fault.
He came into something.
It's not Sam's fault at all, right?
Well, we're built a certain way, you know. When you coming into we built as a running team with some receivers. So when Sam's coming into it, yeah, we took him for his skill set that fits what we got. Not as the game changer that we fitting around. He's fitting around. He's fitting into us. We ain't fitting around him. But him fitting with us makes us better. That's why it's like, as a standalone, he's not in no Heisman race.
No,
because if he was, then we would be like, oh, Sam's coming to add the deep threat. He coming to be a run threat. He's finna be leading the team. Oh, it would be an easy sell. We're just like, listen, we got 1% better with Sam, and that's where we are right now. We just 1% better. We 1% better. And we're being really picky because Sam's going to play well majority of the season.
Yeah.
We can win. We can close our eyes and say 8 games for sure we're winning with Sam Hartman. But that's our expectation. We're just picking through the fine weeds of things. But we're talking about these 3 games that we really, really need to be impressive in.
Yeah.
On top of the avalanche of pressure it takes to be, remarkable in the postseason, which is a whole nother topic because we have to evaluate the regular season. We know Sam can do well in the regular season, but those 3 particular games, is his skill set good enough to rise above all ships? I don't think so. But I think they know that too. I think we as a team are thinking collective effort. We're firing on all cylinders. We beat you as a team. That's a lot it requires. I mean, everybody has to do the right thing all the time.
And Lucky Lefty Podcast, you know how you would switch players in EA games? You would make trades, and then you would go to the front, the homepage, and see the overall number for the team to see how many points you improve. whether or not you went from a team grade of 80 to up to 83 or whatever.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm not about to sit here and try to, analyze how much Sam Hartman improves.
Look, we went from like an 89 to a 92. I think that's fair.
I don't want people to exaggerate. Because see, this is what happens, right? This is what happens. As someone said in the chat, Sam Hartman beats Ohio State and he beats USC. Right? And cats go crazy like, oh, Sam Hartman. It's like, dude, Tyler Buckner almost beat Ohio State at Ohio State. Like, it's not like Ohio State was that much better than Notre Dame last year.
Right.
So it's not like it's not like he had to make up so much room for Notre Dame to have a chance to beat Ohio State. They had a chance to beat them last year in Columbus.
We had a chance to beat USC.
They smacked Clemson with Drew Pine.
We smacked Clemson with no
Tyler
Buckner. With no Tyler Buckner. And
then just had injuries and couldn't stop Caleb Williams. But Drew Pine put up what? 20 plus points. Look, man. I just don't want the narrative. I just don't want this narrative to be, oh, look at how much of a difference Sam Hartman makes for the Notre Dame program.
But like, Sam Hartman to make a difference on the Notre Dame program, this is what it would take. I'm talking about first game. First game, he got to come out with 400 yards, 5 touchdowns like C.J. Stroud numbers. We would have to be averaging 40-plus points a game, like a Caleb Williams, like a C.J. Stroud, and then we would have to win convincingly over these teams that we have to beat. Not just beat them. We would have to smack Ohio State. And then Sam would have to be in New York. He would have to damn near win it. Be there, damn near win it. He would raise his draft stock from a 3 to a 1 in one season. These are all the things that you can look at and be like, okay, he made the Notre Dame program better. If he had Bolitnikov, he had made one of our receivers a Bolitnikov guy, which means one of our receivers or 2 or 3 of our receivers are over 1,500 yards. And 15, 16, like this is this type of stuff that what it looks like. Couple of receivers we'll be talking about them like we talking about Washington receivers and Ohio State receivers, and then we would have to win the championship, where we would be favored by Vegas. That's how you know when Sam Hartman makes the team later. When Vegas says we're not going to be the same record, that's how you know, right there. When Vegas says, "Oh, y'all got Sam Hartman. Oh, y'all still 8-8. Nothing changed."
Exactly.
That's how you know.
The win total is the exact same.
It's the exact same. Until we go in and Sam Hartman came in and we were, we're favored over Ohio State right now. Vegas is going crazy. We're +3 at home versus Ohio State, or +7 or something because we got Sam Hartman. We still projected 8-8. We probably not even projected to win the first game at home. And we got Sam Hartman. So either Vegas is crazy or we need to look at what we really have. We just need to be a little bit better.
This is my thing. Be the same. Be the same. And understand who you are. Let me speak to Notre Dame fans for a second. I feel like Notre Dame fans forgot who they were. They got a little bit too excited about Sam Hartman. I'm going to be honest. Like, when you get that excited about a dude, it's like, hold on, man. You must forget that you're Notre Dame. You must forget that you're Notre Dame.
You know, because we've been buying
Sam Hartman is the one that should feel honored to be coming to Notre Dame.
Just like Jack Cone. Jack Cone was honored. Played his butt off
for the opportunity to show scouts that he's not assistant quarterback. to
and he
play
did
with
that.
better talent than he's ever played with before. To actually have a running game and an
That's how
offensive
we.
line.
You know what? That's right. That's how we need to go in with our mindset.
Like I
we have with
started
Jack.
left. We stood on the hill and talked trash to Ohio State fans with Tyler Buckner going into the game as our starting quarterback.
Well,
and
technically,
said, wait a minute. And we said Notre Dame is going to beat you.
That's right.
At Ohio State.
Because of who we had as a team.
Because of the team.
The team. It was never, we're going to outplay CJ Stroud. Oh, we're going to outplay Marvin Harrison Jr. No,
everyone that was like, people brought you on their shows. I went on the Cofield show in Las Vegas to talk about the Notre Dame team. And they're like, oh, you guys are going to have, if you guys can't score over 20 points, how are you going to beat?
Yeah, we're arguing that. We're not talking about no.
Like, what makes you think Ohio State is going to score 20? Like, what are you talking about?
That's right.
Nobody was worried about Ohio State last year.
No.
And we didn't know what we had at quarterback.
We didn't think about that. We didn't even know what we had for real.
No.
And we knew we had a good shot.
This year, to be honest, we feel like the pieces are better. But the national media is telling us we don't know what you guys have in offense. We don't know.
Like a stalemate. We
don't know.
Yeah, it's neither good nor bad. We don't know if it got better or worse. And that's crazy.
At Hunter H, thank you for tapping in. He says, so you agree with the criticism, not a top-level quarterback. You have to explain to me what top level is. Is he a first-round pick? No.
He's not a first. So
is he a second-round pick? No. Is he an aircraft carrier? No. He's not a quarterback that carries a program. No. Can he win big games at Notre Dame? Yes.
All we ask him to do.
That's all we ask. That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason he's here.
Just to nudge us. Do one of these. Give us one of these over and we're good. We didn't even ask you to carry us up there.
That's it.
We was like, can anybody push us over this rock? We traveled all the way up the hill. We just need somebody to be like, oh, let me just kick it over. We not ask you to take us up the. But that's the significant difference between our program and quarterback situation that maybe the national media can understand.
Maybe
because in-house we know that we're a player away, just a decision maker away, 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6 plays in a particular season from changing and making known what we really be building over here. And for us, we have had the misfortune of not having what a Clemson has had that has made us the difference of a program. What's the difference between us and Clemson? It's been the quarterback. If Clemson didn't have the quarterback that they've had success with Shaun and Trevor for the consecutive years that they've had, they would look a lot like how they did last year.
Yeah.
A good team that was very inconsistent. Because of why? They had an inconsistent decision maker.
Yeah.
What has been our problem? An inconsistent decision maker. Or not effective enough a decision maker. That's the difference between us and Clemson. They've had effective generational talent decision makers at a time where their program was pretty strong.
Yeah.
We had a pretty strong program consistently, but the decision maker at the end of the day wasn't productive enough to highlight what we've been doing. And so when the national media sees us all the time, oh, they losing all these big games, but it's been close. We've never been in a big game outside of 2012 national championship. Where it's like,
they've been in 2 college football playoffs. I mean,
yeah, but
those are pretty big games.
Pretty big games. But it's never been like
you never felt like Notre Dame had it. Well, I never felt
Notre Dame was going to win by double digits, but I thought we've always had a chance to surprise them if we did everything right which
That's
is
the thing.
crazy to ask.
Everything has to go right.
Everything gotta go
And
right.
I no longer feel that way.
Yes.
This is why I'm really defending Sam Hartman.
Yes.
Because I'm saying that the media is being lazy, not doing their due diligence, not recognizing that there's a new offensive coordinator, looking at his background, what he might want to do. Look at the upgraded wide receiver, the speed we have on the outside now that's different, along with the offensive line, along with the running backs. It's more talent than Sam Hartman has ever had. Sam Hartman has produced 6 1,000-yard receivers.
A great
at
piece.
Wake Forest. At Wake Forest. At Wake Forest. At Wake Forest. So who's the 1,000-yard receiver this year? Because for darn sure he should be able to create one in Notre Dame.
Yeah. If I'm creating a soup and it's a vegetable soup, I got the carrots, I got the broth popping, I got the little turkey leg smoked cooking in there. And then you taste it, you like, it's good, but it's missing a pinch of salt. If I add that pinch of salt, are you going to say this is good because the salt? Or are you going to say the meal is good because the soup is good? Sam Hartman is that pinch of salt. You like, man, this meal is busting. It got the cornbread and the soup and you got the rice with it, and it's just missing a little flake. It's missing a little salt. Just a little. And it can make the whole thing complete.
Yeah.
But the pinch of salt don't make the meal. We got the meal. We just missing it. So when we go to these competitions, they be like, oh, it's good, but it's missing that. All these soups and these chilies got got that. It's good though. It looks good. It's plated right. I can eat some more of it.
Oh, you know, Notre Dame is always going to be plated right and presented right. Always going to have the best grades, the high graduation rate. We're going to be plated right.
We done got the lighting right. The waiters got the, got the proper, how they do the, pepper grinder if you need some on the salad, all of that. But it's one of those, it's like the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory is very misleading at times. You walk in, you like, it's a 5-star restaurant. They got fancy stuff on the wall.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Cheesecake Factory. They got everything you can order, everything. But there's not one thing on that cheesecake menu where you like, I gotta get that every time.
I don't know. The factory nachos used to be my go-to.
Used to be, but everything is kind of like.
That's when I was younger. When you're younger, you're more adventurous, Factory nachos, but now it's the steak Diane or the chicken Madeira.
Both good meals.
Yes.
They're more filling though.
Shout out to cheesecake.
Maybe I should went Applebee's. Applebee's got chicken Alfredo, but it's not the chicken
Applebee's. Alfredo. They had the quesadilla burger, right?
See, I never had. See, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, the most of the Applebee's in Chicago are closing up. So, Lucky podcast. I got Mike. He chimes in. He says, "SD, had we pulled in Keely and Bowen, we would have been an overwhelming favorite to play for the Natty this season, but the media would have still killed us each chance they got because of the bread." Well, that works both ways, right? And I tell people all the time, I know being on the, you always feel like Notre Dame's being hated on, but networks love Notre Dame because Notre Dame's a cash cow. You make money whether or not you show love to Notre Dame or you hate on Notre Dame because everybody watches. See, Notre Dame's one of those brands. You put a story up on ESPN about Notre Dame fans watch. Here comes the SEC hate. Here comes the ACC hate. They need to join the conference. Here comes the Big Ten hate. Everybody comes to the party. Why? Because it's Notre Dame. It's just the way
Love
it
it or
is,
hate it.
and that's money.
We like
That's
LeBron
money.
James.
Oh,
It's
they
just
do.
something about
ESPN loves Notre Dame.
loves LeBron.
Loves Notre Dame. Man, can you stop talking about?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No matter what they put out about. Think about this. How
Are you comparing
unusual-
LeBron James brand to Notre Dame's brand, bro?
the way that ESPN loves it? Absolutely. Absolutely. They said Kyrie asked LeBron a question and it's been on the news for 2 days straight. Think about that.
Kyrie needs to be on the petty train for asking that question too.
But it was on the A block because it involved LeBron. Like, come on. We say Drew Pine hitting the transfer portal is getting A block love on ESPN Tigger. They stopped what's my show? First Take. Breaking news. They had what's the Woj for college football? Who is that? Kirk Herbstreit or something? Breaking news. Stop all the programs. Drew Pine's in the transfer portal. Because I never came. That's the type of energy we get. So it's like, yeah, it's like people are like, but like you said, they're gonna be like, why they showing Drew Pine? So who cares? Who cares? And then you got Notre Dame. Dang, I hope he does good, man. You know, good prospect, yada yada yada. Either way, Drew Pine, and then you know they replaying Tommy cussing him out on TV. It's like it's all of that. They be playing this highlight. They got Tommy cussing him out. They got him throwing touchdowns where's Clemson. I mean, this is a Notre Dame affair. A block. First, Stephen A. got to wait for it. So you got hold on. The producers hit him. Stephen A. We gotta drop this this Notre Dame news. You're gonna have to wait for a second. Breaking news. So you know anything Coach Kelly did, that was a segment on ESPN. He probably running amok down at LSU. They ain't gonna report on that until it hit the streets. Anything Coach Kelly sniffed. That's probably why he started going golf. He said, "Man, I can't do nothing around here. I can't be the Cincinnati Coach Kelly because I get on ESPN more than anybody." Jesus.
Ultimately, left. You know, thank you for your little skip routine there. But ultimately, Sam Hartman is a top 5 quarterback in college football coming to the season. He was brought to Notre Dame for 3 games. That's it. Because Notre Dame recognized all we need is just a little bit more production at the quarterback position. That's it. We just need a little more from the quarterbacks. That's it. Just a little more from the quarterbacks might have gotten you 11-1 last year.
Might have got you 11-1.
Facts. Just a little more from the quarterbacks.
Crazy pull
might have gotten you 11-1 last year.
And a good shot for the playoff.
Absolutely.
Because we would have beat Michigan for sure.
And so as much love as everyone is throwing at Sam Hartman's feet, and I promise you I'm defending Sam Hartman because I feel like the disrespect is way too much. Tier 4, intermediate passer. That's he fits Notre Dame. Like
he's
the disrespect is just
because he's with us. We're going to make him.
No, he would have been a top 5 if he was at Wake Forest. He earned the right to put up the numbers to be a top 5 quarterback in college football.
So that's saying he's a second first-round pick.
See, I never judged Sam Hartman because he had a Notre Dame uniform. I judged him based upon the quarterback that he is.
So a top 5 quarterback in college football is a first, second-round college quarterback.
According to who?
Caleb Williams is top 5. Would you agree?
Caleb Williams is number 1. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm just saying these are the top. I'm saying we only naming 5 guys.
Okay,
Him, Drake May. That's 2.
He's first round.
Those 2 first rounders. I got 3 more.
No, you only have 1 more that's a first rounder. But go ahead. Michael Penix. That's it.
That's 3. Now the other 2 dudes are out of the first, second round.
Bo Nix is not a first round quarterback, and you know.
Is he a second round? They're gonna make they're gonna make that boy a second. If they made Buddy from Tennessee anything close, they're gonna make Bo Nix first, second round. All Bo Nix got to do is have what 4,000 yards, lose all the big games, and then but play all right. He gonna be second round. That's easy. He got legacy, Bo Nix, that whole thing.
I said, but like I said, he was.
Watch. They're gonna call him Brett Favre.
I said it's debatable. He was sixth on my list of returning quarterbacks. I had him at 6. Some people had him at 8, 7. I'm not mad at people that put him at 5 or 4 because it's debatable. It's preference. I don't have a problem with that. But what's not debatable is the fact that he's not a first-round quarterback. That's not even an argument.
He's not.
No, he's not. He's not. But he doesn't have to be at Notre Dame.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have to be.
He won us 10 games.
And this is my point to Notre Dame fans. Be excited about Sam Hartman because Notre Dame
is excited.
As a team was good enough to beat everybody on the schedule last year.
Yeah.
They were good enough. They didn't get jack from the quarterbacks.
Not enough.
So the fact that they got 9 wins with the minimal production they got from the quarterback position lets you know how good Notre Dame is.
We're like the SEC
from a talent standpoint. They can stand up against Ohio State in the trenches and hold their own. They did it. Their defense can hold the Ohio State offense down. They did it. Stick your chest out because of Notre Dame, not because of Sam Hartman.
That's right.
We're not talking trash about Notre Dame and Ohio State because of Sam Hartman. We did that last year because we believed the team was good enough to beat Ohio State. And they darn near proved us right. This year, now we're like, oh, okay. You're giving us the better quarterback in the game? This actually might get ugly.
That's what I'm saying.
This might get ugly.
Going into the games.
This actually might get ugly.
Ohio State game got a better quarterback going into the Clemson game.
This might get ugly.
And we can be competitive in that SC game now. Not that we wasn't competitive, but
hey, that SC game was that's the one.
We got a puncher's chance. Because we can swing now. We swinging with something that might mess around and catch you. We know you got some haymakers over there. We might throw something that might knock you down.
Now, see, I would not be mad if the SC game is the game we go to the run game. And tell Caleb, yeah, keep Caleb right there on that sideline.
I mean, I don't like that strategy.
You can say you don't like it all you want to, bro.
That's what we did versus CJ, right? We supposed to run versus CJ and then keep CJ on the sideline all game. And
I don't think they tried to do that against CJ, bro. I just really don't think the offensive line played well enough.
They did play well enough. Offensive line.
No, the offensive line was subpar against Ohio State, bro.
I'm saying offensive line played well. If we make it to the red zone 7 times, that's well enough to get something going.
What happened in the red zone, though?
We didn't have enough playmakers.
Well, that's part of the game.
That's what I'm saying.
They also didn't get a quarterback enough time to throw or create enough holes in the running game.
Yeah.
They didn't play anywhere near the way they played against Clemson.
No.
Against Ohio State. I'm excited with Sam Hartman. I'm just as excited with Kenny Minchie, and I'm just as excited with CJ Carr.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the quarterback situation seems to be solved. Now we'll wait to see how development goes under Coach Gaduli.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good where our quarterback roster is in terms of somebody gonna make something happen out of that bunch, And then who we trying to bring in recruitment, following that up is even better. We getting on par.
Lucky Lefty Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe. Thumbs up. Smash it for us. Helps with the views. We give you the audio edibles each and every day. And don't forget, Go to CFB Nation right now. Whatever you choose to follow or listen to your podcasting on, especially on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, search CFB Nation. Lock in with us. Lucky Lefty will exclusively be there at the start of the fall. CFB Nation is where you get all your great content about college football. CFB All-American, Rising Draft with Ryan Roberts, my guy. Shout out to the second-time dad, Ryan Roberts. Getting some sleep, hopefully. We give you audio edibles every day. Home of the Misguided Passion, Lucky Lefty Podcast. You already know. We spin it different. I hope you guys have your list ready. Top TV moms coming up at the end of the show. When we come back, we'll celebrate another big-time talent coming to Notre Dame on the offensive line. And boy, oh boy, with all of the momentum that EA Sports had, they threw a wrench in their own cog. Or created their own wrench. I just messed it up. I had it perfectly what I wanted to say, but you know what I mean. They screwed it up. Stuck their own foot in their mouth. It's the Lucky Lefty Podcast. We'll be right back. So left, we come back. Notre Dame receives, once we talked about it yesterday, a little bit. Styles Prescod, Hamilton, Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis. Locks in. He was basically identified early on by Harry Heastand. Harry Heastand decides to lead a program. Joe Rudolph comes in, and Joe Rudolph seals the deal with Styles Prescod over the weekend, who was also on campus with Gerby Lambert out of the Boston area, which is very important. So we're going to let Left break down a little film. You got Styles Prescod. And anytime he has the stamp of Harry Heastand, I already know how you're going to feel about him, Left. Yeah, you can see right now, this is definitely Midwest football.
He's big. You like that? Definitely a strong kid.
Definitely a strong kid.
Something that when you get that naturally strong gift, that's kind of how Blake Fisher, some of his special attributes, just being just a strong dude, and then being defined over time, you turn into a player. But that's the first sign that you're going to have a bright future, is that if you're just a naturally strong guy. I mean, Q had it, Zach Martin had it, Aaron Banks had it, so that's the first step. Secondly, he does look athletic. He's quick off the ball. That first step is obviously important in terms of getting across, head across, or being able to jump on a DN that's super active and athletic themselves. So quick first step, super strong, and being able to be athletic at that size. Definitely somebody that you are excited to have coming in, because it's not a project per basis as it is from a guy that's super raw athletically. Like, we've had a guy that was the same size, but being raw as a lineman is very apparent because they don't even have the stance right? So for him to be the size that he is, has some athleticism, has a lot of potential. I mean, this is a kid that's going to be ready by his sophomore year, his redshirt sophomore year, really early. So this is exciting to be able to pick up some more melanin too on the line. We ain't had that for a good little minute. So to get some more melanin,
Get a little Ronnie Stanley to the left tackle, if you will.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Put some more brown on the team. We like that up front. So linemen are always interesting for me on when they're always bigger than their competition. Just because I would like to see more people their size they go against that you get a better evaluation. But I do like the fact that this looks like a kid that'll be ready to play in the next couple of years, sooner rather than later. I feel like that.
Man, let me tell you something. You point out something with this kid. I just want to have a conversation with Harry Houston. That's it. I just want to talk to Harry for 5 minutes and say, what did you see?
That's it. I want to know what that eye looked like. What you?
What did you see? Right? Because there were higher ranked kids in the Indiana area along the offensive line. What made you lock on to this kid and offer this kid? So, I like him for the simple fact that he has the Harry stamp. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Lucky Lefty podcast. Left EA Sports has offered $500 to athletes. 500 left. With no royalties on the EA college football game that's coming out next year. See, this is my point. Look, man. Okay, you win. And this is a spit in the face by EA Sports. First of all, because the game is going to be at least $80. Minimum. Minimum $80. They're going to put $79.99, but that's $80, ladies and gentlemen. That's $80. Then they're going to have a deluxe version with like older teams and all of that stuff. That's going to be like $20 more. It's going to be like $99.99. They offered these dudes $500, bro.
Not surprised by the crooks. Not surprised.
$500. So basically what they did is they just set aside around $6 million. Here.
Whatever the tax money was on that.
$6 million we're going to give for expenses to the football players.
Yeah, that's tax money. Just set that little percentage aside. Now we can eat on all this other. Yeah.
Multiply 80 times $1 million left. If they sell 1 million copies of the game, which I know they're going to sell much more than that worldwide. If they sell 1 million copies, that's $80 million. So you mean to tell me you want the players to get less than 10%?
Yeah, easy math. They play with small numbers.
This is beyond ridiculous, man. Beyond ridiculous. In the age of NIL, where players are benefiting long term, not just short term, long term. Peyton Bowen posted on his Instagram that he just bought a house. He bought a house with some of his money that he invested. He bought a house. This is the age we're in with NIL. And they have the nerve to come with a stipend, bro. That's a meal stipend. That's a meal stipend that you give to a new artist on your label. Here's $500 to eat for the full weekend. What are we doing right now? Why would you even interrupt do you know how much momentum EA Sports was building a year out? for this game. You know how anticipated this game is. And you want to ruin it by doing this crap? So, of course, you know the players pretty much were like, nah. The College Football Players Association is organizing a boycott of EA Sports 2024 college football game due to an expected payout of $500 and no royalties.
Crazy. Good stewardship at its finest.
Bro, first of all, more than likely Caleb Williams or somebody else is going to be on the front. It won't be Caleb. Well, it might be Caleb Williams. Either way, whoever's on the front, you're telling them they're not getting royalties? The cover person, they're not getting royalties? I'm not even mad. Look, I'm not even mad at the college football players on this one. And knowing EA, they would be bold enough and ignorant enough to just bring the game out with no names. I bet you they would. Just to be spiteful. Oh, man. This is unbelievable, dude.
It's not unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. They do it all the time.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, man. Left, speaking of EA Sports, covers, things of that nature, we come here to celebrate one of the greatest covers in history of Madden football. It's absolutely amazing. One of the greatest covers in the history of Madden football. They released it today. None other than, oh man, that's so beautiful.
Undeserving person on the planet.
Josh Allen, the football cover person from Madden 24. Much deserved. Salute to you, Josh. Second best quarterback in
losing some money this year.
Second best quarterback in the AFC.
Second best.
You know.
This is how did they even first of all, what did they put him on there for?
What do you mean? He's the second best quarterback in the AFC. They couldn't put they're tired of putting Pat on there. Pat's everywhere. You can't put him on
won an MVP like Lamar. Lamar had to get an MVP to get on the Madden cover. What did he do to get on the Madden cover? See, I hope he gets the Madden curse this year.
Why would you even wish that on somebody, bro?
I'm not wishing it on him. I'm just saying it happens. He self-sabotaged himself. I don't wish it happens on him. I'm just saying it happens.
That's kind of mean, Left.
That's not mean. It happens to everybody. It happened to Lamar. It happened to Pat. Happened to Cam Newton. Happened to everybody. Joe Burrow was smart. He said, I'm not the best yet. I got to beat Pat. Then I'll get on the Madden cover. But Josh is taking all this success. But what? He didn't win no MVP yet. He hasn't won a championship yet. AFC championship yet. Super Bowl. But we putting guys on there because of what? Gronk was on there, but Gronk won a couple Super Bowls. Gronk, the greatest tight end of all time, to some people's estimate. I'm just trying to find out what is Josh on the cover for? I don't know. I mean, they put Everybody they put on the cover that I can remember either won an MVP, was the top player at the time in the league. Now we putting second best, fifth best players, best quarterbacks, not even the best in his own division on the cover. I don't understand.
He's second best quarterback in the AFC.
How? How is he better than Joe Burrow?
Why do you keep screaming, bro? I'm just telling you what the obvious is.
How is he better than Joe Burrow? When Joe Burrow's undefeated against Josh Allen.
He does more with less. Joe Burrow doesn't have better receivers.
Who has the better offensive line and defense?
Joe Burrow doesn't have a better running game.
Who has the better offensive line?
We're talking about offense.
Who has better offensive line?
Who has better around
Joe
them?
Burrow, in fact, had the worst offensive line and beat Josh Allen, undefeated against Josh Allen, and only lost one time to Patrick Mahomes? What are we talking about? And he can't get on the cover, Mr. You know what? Because they couldn't put Cartier's and Joe Cool on the cover. They got to put corny Josh Allen on the cover. For what? I just don't understand why. If it was a reason why where he won MVP, I'm like, okay, because he won MVP. Or if he was voted the number one best player by the NFL players, because Lamar did both. Lamar won an MVP and he was the number one player in the league voted by the players. So I want to know, what has Josh Allen done to get on the cover? RG3 was rookie of the year at least. So are we just putting guys on there because we just a fan? We might as well just start putting anybody on there. Put Jalen Hurts on there. Put
no. We must protect Jalen Hurts.
Put Dak Prescod on there.
Yeah, you can put him on there. He gets hurt anyway.
Put Tyrod Taylor on there if that's the case. He got the same accomplishments as Josh Allen.
Tyrod, that's so good.
Tyrod Taylor made a couple Pro Bowls. And that's all Josh Allen has done is made a couple Pro Bowls. So what are we talking about? Stop. What has Josh Allen done? Stop. Somebody give me something, because right now he's still Mark Sanchez. He still went to back-to-back AFC championships, lost, just like Mark Sanchez. So him and Mark Sanchez got the same career as of right now. Mark Sanchez went to a couple Pro Bowls, just like Josh Allen. No MVPs, no divisional, nothing. So I want to know, what is Madden doing moving forward? Are we just putting anybody on the cover that hasn't had any accomplishments? He's not even the number one player in his position. Disappointing loss last year. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Falling further and further from the Super Bowl. I don't know. Amongst his peers? I'm saying, yes, Josh Allen is better than the average standard. We talking about the greats of the league right now. The Pats, Lamars, Joes, Rodgers, guys that have won something. What's the difference between Josh Allen and Daniel Jones? I'll wait. Because Daniel Jones on the rise.
He's on the what?
The rise. A stronger rise than Josh Allen.
You're doing way too much right now, Left.
Look at how Daniel
You're
Jones
doing way too much right now. If you're telling me that you would rather have Daniel Jones and Josh Allen quarterback, we can end this show right now.
100%. Look at what.
Okay, then you're about to lose. You're about to lose games. Then
can we ask the question? Where is Josh Allen going to take? Because last year Daniel Jones was cutting up when he finally got a good coach and some pieces around him. He finally looked all right, and he's getting better. Josh Allen getting worse. His playoff performance last year was worse than that year before, and it just keep going down and down and down and down. We already told you this ghetto life off the field, because that's ghetto. You getting your girlfriend, that's your high school sweetheart. You're breaking her heart before the biggest game of your life against your quote unquote fake arch nemesis. Ain't no rivalry. He been whooping you since the beginning. But that's what you doing before the biggies get like for real? That's worthy of a Madden cover? Is that worthy of a Madden cover? Because they wouldn't put Tiger Woods on the cover after what he did. But you get your...
When Tiger Woods had his own golf game. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about after the allegations.
He had his own golf game where he was still on the cover after the allegations. What are you talking about?
On the EA. I'm talking about EA. I'm talking about EA.
Why did it have to be EA? He had his own golf game.
That's Madden's on. I'm talking about that's what Madden's on. I'm talking about that's what because Madden's on that.
Bro, you're just
bitter. EA doesn't take EA takes Josh Allen's back, but not Tiger Woods back.
Bro, what are we talking about now?
Man,
that's apples to oranges. What are you talking about?
How? He had a baby on his girl. What does
that have to? What are you talking about? No one in business cares about you having kids outside on your girl. What are you talking about?
He did against Tiger. Tiger didn't do nothing illegal. It doesn't look good optically either way.
So Tiger wasn't driving intoxicated?
We're talking about
that same. Wait a minute.
Tiger did.
Tiger was not driving intoxicated that same night.
Tiger did. Yes,
did he not? Did he not have another run in?
Yes, he did. He had a bunch of run-ins.
Okay then.
And EA didn't take his back. Absolutely.
Okay then. I wonder why.
Because you're out there optically looking bad for the brand.
So you think having a side baby makes the brand look bad?
You the CEO of the company. You go to
CEO. They don't give a darn. Are you kidding me?
You the biggest.
Ime Udoka just stepped out on one of the most beloved women in the culture. And
he got fired for it.
And he just got another job in the league like 10 months later.
Wait, he got
fired. Don't tell me the
though.
NBA does not give a darn.
He got fired for it though.
That's because it was somebody's wife. That's the only reason.
He did it to his own girl. How messed up is that? That's messed up.
But he got another job. That's my point. Stop acting like the NBA and CEOs or corporations actually care about what you do in your bedroom. They don't.
Man, Shaun.
Because they're doing the same thing. You know why they're doing the same thing? This guy, Robert Kraft, got caught at a happy ending spot, bro. He got caught at a happy ending spot.
We can't talk about billionaires. They got enough money to make all that. That's not even the conversation.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Where is Deshaun Watson on another team with a guaranteed contract?
Allegations. We're talking about something the guy actually did.
Bro, you sitting there telling me that you don't think Deshaun Watson did anything.
He definitely got some questions that it's about his spare time. That's my dog. But that definitely warrants what he got. They dealt him what they dealt. He did his time. Okay, we moving on. What time Josh Allen do?
Because you're mad. You're mad because Josh Allen is pulling the honeys? Is that what it is?
Oh, now he's he's pulling honeys now? Okay. No morals. I know that.
I'm just saying. What is it? What's at the core of this Josh Allen thing? It has to be something more than
it's the how do you fail upwards? Nobody likes that. How you failing upwards? How do you fail to a Madden cover? How do you go from that playoff game you had from the last game you played, as terrible as you played at home, all the expectations, number one team, yada 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 yada.
Bro,
and you fail in that game and come out of the summer on EA Madden.
It's just the Madden cover. Left, you act like this dude won up.
Lamar had to win the MVP. The MVP, best in the league. That the Madden cover is reserved for the best player in the league at the time.
That's not true.
Tom Brady made it. Ray Lewis made it. Super Bowl winners. Mike Vick, the number one player in the league at the time, 2004.
Bro,
You got Lamar Jackson, MVP. When did Josh Allen ever been the best player in the league? At least that.
You do realize left. You do realize Lamar has been on the cover of Madden, right?
Lamar won an MVP.
He was on the cover of Madden.
I know.
So what's your problem?
That it was well deserved as compared to a peer who has nothing of the sorts, never been the best player in the league at one point, hasn't won anything on an individual level from an award basis, like an MVP or anything like that, hasn't won a Super Bowl. What are we talking about? So we're just putting good players on the cover. Gronk won us.
So basically, what you're saying is Joe Burrow doesn't deserve to be on the cover as well.
Joe Burrow hasn't been on it yet.
But he hasn't done anything to warrant it.
That's what they're saying. He hasn't gotten there yet, but Joe Burrow is definitely higher than Josh Allen is on the list of best quarterbacks in the league.
My man from San Diego is better than Joe Burrow.
Who?
My man Justin Herbert.
I will put Justin Herbert.
I'm just messing with you now. I'm just messing with you.
That's true though. It's Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, all in the same group. They're all good.
So basically, this has not been a good day for
the league, huh?
This has been a bad day for EA Sports. That's basically what you're saying.
I just don't know if they know what direction they're headed in now. Like, what are they doing for the cover athlete now? We doing just favorite players in the office? That must be everybody's favorite player in the office. And they're like, you know what? Let's just do employee of the month. Let's just take what's your favorite team? Bills. Okay, we just go put Josh Allen on there. No warrant, no earning nothing. Like, come on, this is crazy.
Oh man. Yes, I said Justin Herbert to get under his skin because I know he doesn't like Justin Herbert.
I don't say no. Justin Herbert's look. These are all good quarterbacks. I'm just saying when we're talking about the top 5 in the league or top 3.
So now, wait a minute. So now Josh Allen's not top 5?
No, he's like 6.
Left.
He's like 6, 7. No, he's top 10 for sure. Not top 5. Because I would put Kirk Cousins before Josh Allen. Because Kirk Cousins right now, you know, through age and all attrition and all that, he's a top 10 quarterback in the league.
See people in the chat lining up to talk about Joe. Look, I don't. Does he have a Super Bowl? We're talking Super Bowl,
17
MVPs.
interceptions last year.
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
not winning nothing with 17 interceptions last year.
I agree. What's your point?
So how you win 17 interceptions? Get your side chick pregnant the day before the.
What does the side chick have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with the
affects you're on the field, right?
I do admit that. I do admit that. If you play the dumb off the field, you're gonna do some dumb stuff on the field.
So now we add on because we like to do that with John Morant, right? We like to do that with his toy gun, apparently, allegedly. We like, look, I'm tripping over the Zion thing right now. He ain't done nothing illegal, but they tear Zion up as we speak on Twitter. Zion a bad boy, man. That boy is crazy.
Man, bro, we need to send you to counseling over this Josh Allen thing, bro.
How? I'm telling the truth. Is Minnesota a playoff team this year?
No.
Oh.
What's wrong? You okay?
Minnesota's coming in second in the division.
No. No. Based on what?
Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan
Addison. Wait a minute. See, not doing your homework because Kirk Cousins has one great season and then the next season he flops. He does it all the time.
Look at the division.
So it doesn't. What do you mean? He did it. He's been doing it in the same division.
Not with the quarterbacks that are in the division, though.
What are you talking about? So now he has an off year because Aaron Rodgers is in Green Bay.
He has an on year because Aaron Rodgers is not in Green Bay.
No, he's inconsistent because he's inconsistent.
So he's not the best quarterback in y'all division right now?
Kirk Cousins?
In y'all division is the Lions, you guys, the Vikings, and Green Bay.
I'm not about to show any respect to Kirk Cousins.
So who's better than Kirk Cousins?
At all.
Jordan Love? Justin Fields?
At all.
So Jared Goff is the best in y'all division right now.
I would take Jared Goff. Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl, has he not?
So Jared Goff is better than Kirk Cousins right now.
Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl, has he not?
Who's winning y'all division? Who's winning the division right now?
It won't be the Vikings. I'll take that bet right now.
Who is Shaun getting behind? Is winning the division right now. Stand on it because the Vikings are winning it.
No, they're not.
Who's winning it? It's not Green Bay. It's not. The Bears aren't ready yet. Bears will be ready in 2024.
So you think the Vikings have a better team?
The Vikings are good. The Vikings have the best quarterback in y'all division.
That's debatable.
Between him and Jared, really? Really?
Okay. Let's be fair. Can we be fair? For a second? No. Can we be fair for a second?
We can try.
Can we be fair for a second? Let's say Justin Fields makes the Jalen Hurts jump.
Impossible.
How is it impossible?
Because Justin Fields is a year away.
Just like Jalen Hurts was a year away.
No, Jalen Hurts can throw better than Justin Fields.
In what world? Going back to where? Not going back to college.
Going back
No. Wait, maybe you feel that way now. Jalen Hurts was never a better passer than Justin Fields in high school or college. What are you talking about? Clef, you are bugging. Look, man, I'm all for supporting Jalen Hurts and the bros. But come on, man. You bugging. You're bugging. All I asked you is if Justin Fields takes a jump. If he takes a jump, it doesn't take much for Justin Fields to be better than Kirk Cousins. It don't take that much.
We talking 2 games, right? For the division.
It doesn't take that much.
Out of 2 games, how many games?
Take that much.
So Justin Fields is sweeping the division?
Didn't Kirk Cousins get beat by Daniel Jones in the playoffs at home?
I said Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. I said Daniel Jones is a good quarterback.
You just compared Daniel Jones to Kirk Cousins. Okay, bro.
No,
go ahead.
Daniel Jones to Josh Allen.
Put your money where the mouth is.
You can't even tell me who's going to win the division.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, you're taking the Vikings, right?
You got to give me somebody.
Wait, no. Are you saying that the Vikings are winning the division?
Yes, they're winning the division.
Okay. Put your money on it.
But I need to know who you think is going to win.
No, you don't. Not for your bet. If your bet is the Vikings are winning,
you're just betting that the Vikings don't win it. And I'm like, well,
I know they're not winning.
If they're not going to win the division, who is, Shaun? Because you don't want to bet with me. Because if you believed it, you would bet with me. So who do you believe?
You said, why would I bet with you?
Because if you
wait a minute, the fact that I said that they're not means I'm betting against
somebody
you.
Else is going to win.
Yes, I'm betting against you.
Who is the other team? If the Vikings ain't going to win the division, who do you believe is going to win the division? Because if not, you should be believing what I believe.
No, I'm not believing what you believe. Okay,
so who do you believe is going to win?
I don't know what, dude. I don't know what you ate for breakfast this morning to think that Kirk Cousins is about to have back-to-back good seasons.
Because he's the best quarterback in the division and Aaron Rodgers is gone. That's why. That's why.
So he's accomplished more than Jared Goff?
He's the better quarterback.
No.
Kirk Cousins is the better quarterback. And you know it. That's why you can't give me a team, because you know if you had to rely on that versus Kirk Cousins in the division, it's not going to go well. You're not going to put your money on Jordan Love. You're not going to put your money on Justin Fields, because you know Kirk Cousins is coming out on top this year.
You know what? I'm going to be bold. I'll put my money on Jordan Love.
Oh, okay, bet. I'll take the bet. Let's do it.
Because I know for sure
Let's do it.
that he's going to have, I know for sure one thing. Kirk Cousins is going to be trash this year.
Oh, trash? He got a better offense now.
First of all, they're about to release Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin, yep, because he's older.
So who's the running back? Who's the running back?
They got by committee. They got a couple dudes. They got a couple dudes that's solid.
They just got rid of Thielen.
To get Jordan Addison fair, upgrade your speed, upgrade your threat level.
And Jordan Addison's about to do what?
Nice compliment to Justin Jefferson as a number 3, because their number 2 is
Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson did what in the playoffs against the Giants?
Listen, we talking about a division.
Justin Jefferson did what else? He did what? What exactly did he do?
John Franklin. Y'all still got John Franklin at corner?
Once again, who?
John Franklin. What's his name? John Franklin, the quarterback, versatile dude from Auburn. Didn't he play corner for y'all for isn't he starting?
Who is y'all playing corner for? Who?
Chicago.
John Franklin.
Yeah, the quarterback convert from Auburn that y'all picked up at Chicago, and he's still on the team or something.
No, bro. Now you bugging.
His name is John Franklin. He played quarterback for Auburn. Y'all picked him up as an undrafted free agent, and he's still on y'all team.
All I'm telling you is that when Minnesota ends up being third in the division this year.
Third? Oh.
Did I stutter?
So it goes Packers,
Lions, Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. I'm about to be so disrespectful now. You made me go to a whole nother level of disrespect.
Oh, I love it now. Yeah, John Franklin from Last Chance U is y'all starting corner.
You talking about this year? There's no way he's the starting corner.
He's been there for 5-6 years or something.
That dude ain't been on the Bears for no 5-6.
He's been on the Bears long enough. Kirk Cousins been eating him up.
I don't know why you think Kirk Cousins is that dude.
Because Aaron Rodgers is gone, and he's the best quarterback in the division.
What does that have to do with the way he plays football? What does that mean?
It's an easier division now.
He's an inconsistent quarterback. What does that have to do with it? More
consistent than the inconsistent Jordan Love, John Fields, and Jared Goff. Kirk Cousins is licking his chops going into the summer. He's like, I got new weapons, better weapons, and I got no Aaron Rodgers. I got to go get Jared Goff and Justin Fields and
he has that terrible offensive line that got ramsacked by the Giants.
The Giants are not in the division, so it's okay.
None of the offensive line is still terrible.
Offensive line not playing the Giants, and the Giants were good last year. That's why
make a difference.
Is going to play better this year.
The offensive line is still terrible. They play 17 games.
Kirk Cousins.
So what's your point?
Kirk Cousins don't need a long time. Let that ball go. He better.
Here we go.
He veteran. He in the game long enough with it. 2 or 5 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison. Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison. It's gonna be great. You don't need 3. You don't need 4 seconds. Yeah, them Vikings. About that time now.
Go ahead. So basically, you putting your money on the Vikings. That's what you're saying.
I'm putting my money on Kirk Cousins because you know what? Who does
he play for? Who does Kirk Cousins play? Stop hedging, man.
You
always want to hedge because when it happens and you lose the bet, then you start to say, "Well, I didn't take the Vikings. I said Kirk Cousins was going to be the best quarterback."
I'll take the Vikings.
Look at the stats. He's the best quarterback. I know how you like to swerve.
I'm sticking by the Vikings because they got the offensive weapons to make Kirk better. You thought he was good with just Justin. Now he got Jordan Addison. Come on, man. And he's no Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh. Jordan Addison is Marvin Harrison Jr. now. Ooh.
No. Jordan Addison is a nice compliment to a almost 2,000-yard receiver that Kirk Cousins. You talk about making Sam Hartman doing numbers. Kirk Cousins making guys almost the most yards in NFL history for a single season. What do you call that? I call that division winners next year.
Yeah, with your boy Shaun Paulus. Thank you. Yes, he is the
How am I
master
hedging?
hedger. He is
How
the
am I
master
hedging?
hedger, bro.
How am I hedging?
Master
I
hedger.
believe in the Vikings.
Master hedger has like 5 best favorite teams in the NFL.
He's going to take over the division by storm.
Who?
Because you're not going to put your money on any of those quarterbacks going into the 2-minute drive to win the game. You're putting your money on Jordan Love and Justin Fields and Jared Goff 2 minutes to win the game, or in a matchup where you like, okay, it's late December, guys is getting tired, the veteranship is going to show out. Kirk Cousins is taking this by storm, easy. Just like it's easy in Trevor Lawrence in his division, it's going to be easy for Kirk in his division for sure. Trevor's going to be, we playing the Houston, Texas. Colt.
Petticoat.
Trevor Lawrence. Wait.
Petticoat. Petticoat. Junction.
It's time to get petty.
Oh, we did a good job executing.
Are you upset with something?
And fire up the Petticoat Junction train.
I just don't like you.
You got them coming in.
No.
What is today's petty historian? Petty Junction.
Petty Junction, pettiest story of the day, brought to you by Onora Whiskey at OnoraWhiskey.com, the premium American whiskey at OnoraWhiskey.com. I tend not to be serious with the Petty Junction, but the situation that's going on with Florida with the young mother of 4 that ended up losing her life. Yeah.
Oh, the Craigslist thing?
No. Mother 4. Her sons came and told her that a neighbor had used racial slurs.
Went to see what happened.
And she went to see what happened, and then the woman shoots through the door. Look, man. I tried to use this platform to forge relationships with people that I don't even know in the chat. We have fun each and every day, talking sports, talking culture. And we try to put forth love. Come on, man. I just have to put you on the petty train. I have to. Like, for what? It's like, then B. Simone. You have to go on the petty train. How are you going to use the death of DC Young Fly's partner to raise money because you're grieving?
Because she's an influencer to the T. It's like she can't be no other way. That's the sick part about social media. That's why, that's the same reason why I don't agree with people that, not that I don't agree with it, but I think it's a little funny when somebody dies and that's close to that person, and they put this whole thing on Instagram about how sad they are. I'm like, who is that for? Because then it's a fine line between doing that, are you doing it for attention or because you're grieving? And then you get stuff like B. Simone that does it and exploits it and includes social media aspect of like, it's like you still playing the game. It's like you don't know when to stop for a second. It's just everything is a marketing scheme. But that's what this social media has done, man.
It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't believe she did that.
She probably would have tagged her OnlyFans if it was something else.
I thought the website, I thought your website, and I thought your podcast was doing well. I guess not. Craziness. Ja Morant, or his PR team. Hey, man.
He needs professional help. Because that
PR
team is
a toy gun? You want us to believe that Ja Morant rolls around with toy guns? Toy guns. That's what you want us to believe? Really? And last but not least, I'm gonna have to throw my partner on the petty train because this whole Kirk Cousins thing this is
It's
ridiculous.
a fact.
Bro.
It's a fact. And you can't stand behind any of those other quarterbacks. If the chips was to get tight in a must-win game, you wouldn't know who to take out of those three. But I can tell you one I'll take with my eyes closed: Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
If you put Jared Goff, Justin Fields, and Jordan Love and said this is a must-win game for this team, who are you taking out of that three? You couldn't even give me one.
Yep.
You couldn't even give me one. That's how I know the Vikings got this.
I know.
You're gonna be like, dang, Jordan, I don't know about Jordan. I don't know about Justin. And Jared is super inconsistent. But I know who got a lot of playoff 2-minute victories. I know who comes in clutch the most.
I know.
That man Cousins.
That gas station coaching taking place though, boy. That gas station coaching.
The NFL gonna be riding y'all straight to the top now. He just can't mess it up. The NFL trying to position y'all the right way. But then stadium straight to the Super Bowl. They saw how it worked well for Tom Brady winning that Super Bowl for the home team. He said, "Oh, them numbers look good. Now it's time to get Chicago right." So Justin Fields, because you know what they love to do it. They'll quickly draft another quarterback in the short term.
Our girl D Beezy, thank you for the super chat. How is Buckner? Oh, how did Buckner leave and he's in a higher tier than Sam Hartman now?
Same reason why Keon and Aeneas Williams dropped when they committed somewhere else, where they committed to Notre Dame.
Yeah. Jason Smith made a good point, dude. He said all the arguments you use against Josh Allen are even more so for Kirk Cousins.
I always said that. I didn't say Kirk Cousins was going to win no Super Bowl or nothing. But Kirk Cousins ain't no cover of Madden either. You know, ain't no difference between if you haven't done anything on a level where the status of cover of Madden has been given to those players. What are we talking about?
So what is your cover of Madden protocol?
You got to do something. Super Bowl, MVP, best in the league that year at the time, like something. Most jerseys sold for the fans. Josh Allen is not number one in none of those categories. The only thing he's done is won some Pro Bowls and took a team that was trash to the playoffs and lost.
Okay.
It has a suspect off the field that they highlight Zion for. They should highlight Josh for the same thing. And I'm not lying. It'd be different if I was lying where I was just straight hating with if he was like Patrick Mahomes and he got a bunch of Super Bowls. I'm like, he's not the best in the league right now, but he got all the Super Bowls and stuff. I said Josh Allen's not the best in the league or even top 3, and nobody can say I'm wrong by the stuff I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right. On the way out, here are my top 5 TV moms in no order. All right. Wanda from the Bernie Mac show.
Yep. She's in my top 5.
Claire Huxtable, without a doubt. It's not even. Matter of fact, Claire is number 1. D from Moesha. Now I have honorable mentions like Cookie Lyons, Rainbow Johnson from Blackish, you know.
Oh, yeah. She was cool.
Sneaking in, this person snuck into my list. Pow, pow, pow. Tasha Mack. Tasha Mack from the games. Definitely.
Oh, for real?
Tasha Mack from the game. It was definitely one of my best. And this was tough, bro, because It came down to 3 mothers for the last spot.
Yep.
I had to choose between Florida Evans, Walona Woods, because Walona was Penny's mama.
Yep.
She was Penny's mama.
Yep. Yep.
So she was in the running. And Aunt Viv, bro.
Yeah, I was the dark skin on Viv. I was definitely a dark skin.
I
see, that's my favorite.
It's tough, bro. I had to get a nod to Florida Evans, bro. Florida Evans kept it all together in the projects, bro.
That's right.
Got to tip the cap to Florida Evans, man. She kept it together.
That's right.
Kudos to Carol Seaver, Carol Brady. They were close as well. Yeah, Tasha Mack made the list late. I was like, you know what? Tasha Mack's one of my favorite TV moms.
Yeah.
Great show today. Ooh, Harriet Winslow. That's okay. Angel from the George Lopez show.
Real quick, Tisha Martin Campbell for My Wife and Kids.
Okay.
Bernie Mac show's wife. That was my favorite. Claire Huxtable. I think everybody should put that in their top 5. Angie from George Lopez, because I used to watch it late night.
Yeah.
I always thought she was kind of funny. And she was nice. And then my last one was definitely Aunt Viv, dark skin Aunt Viv. I thought she was cool because she was pretty multifaceted. She was just more than a TV mom. She had some good roles in those. So those are my top.
I can see that. Lucky Lefty podcast. Great show today. Went through a lot. Talked about black TV moms, Latino TV moms, diverse TV moms, all the TV moms. Your list, your tops. We see it in the chat. We appreciate you guys voting. LL Nation, thank you for tapping in as always. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, CFB Nation in conjunction with Irish Breakdown. YouTube, subscribe, thumbs up, smash it. We appreciate you guys. We talked about the Madden cover. We talked about EA Sports ruining all of their momentum with the college football game. $500. You got to be kidding me. Lefty at the film breakdown, the Styles Prescod.
We forgot though of Zion Williams on Petty Train, man. It's like,
why is Zion on the Petty Train?
Man, this man is getting exposed for his youthfulness in the game of life, man. When it comes to these particular females and all that excitement and money when you're young, man, just making some rough decisions, man. Getting exposed. Oh, it's just hate to see it, man. Young man, hate to see it.
Well, we know what he's been doing when he hasn't been playing.
See, it's off the field, affects on the field. Man, got so much baby mama drama and just the ghetto, man.
Deborah Barone, thank you, Antoine Gates. A guy said Peg Bundy, Ed 3.
This is crazy. Man, tripping, dog.
Great show, Left. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Game 3 tonight, man. We'll see. See if Miami can shock everybody and pull off another one. Have a great Wednesday, but most of all, make sure that you spend it different.